Hello my brothers and sisters in nerdiness, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and in this video we are going to be having a go at Rumbleslam figures again. These are some of Ali's figures that we started off using, or started off painting rather. In fact, we didn't start off painting, we just did an unboxing for them. I cannot remember for the life of me what team it is, but I will put the name of the team on the screen as you'll be able to see. And as I said, these are some of the figures for Ali's chosen casino, it's known as in Rumbleslam, not team or whatever, it's casino. So this is for the Gomorrah casino, but as I say, I'm not sure what the actual name of the squad is, or the wrestling team is. So as I said, what I will do is I will put that information up. I don't need that much. I'll put that information up at the bottom of the screen. Now then, what I'm going to do first off is going to go with a little bit of a grisaille effect. I'm not doing slapshot method, I'm just wanting to highlight the details on these. So we're doing a little bit of a dry brush, we're doing a grey, just like a zenithal lighting kind of thing. So we'll start off with uniform grey. There we go. And put a little bit down on here. Now it's going to be a bit of a heavy dry brush, this one. Let's pop these two on the side. This one I'm going to wait until last because I've had to re-glue his leg and then prime it properly. So I'm going to wait for that one, but I'm going to do the others first of all. What I do know is that these are dark elves, so I'm not going to be doing too much in the line of what's it with these. What am I saying? They're going to make the skin tones too light because she wants them done as D&D, as the Drow, you know, which are black skinned, white hair, that kind of thing. But we will be going through with these and making them not exactly D&D, not exactly Drow, but doing them slightly different, but with that Drow theme running through the proceedings. That not too bad, to be honest. Be a bit more careful with them and they should be okay. So we'll wash this brush out and then we can get cracking with the white. Now this one is going to be incredibly dry brush. It's going to be very light, very pale. And where's the paint? There it is. And it's the matte white again, Army Painter matte white. I'll give it a good shake. Now we'll pop some of this onto our palette, clear the nozzle Hopefully the nozzle's cleared now. Nope. Last thing I want to do is make too much of a mess. What do you think of the nails? Yeah, the black bit on this is primer, so please don't. I'll show you on that one. That'll be easiest. Yeah, again, they need doing. I did these a couple of weeks ago. They need backfilling again, but I think of them this time. Like, same place that I normally take them. Pink Nails in Wigan, on Crompton Street in Wigan. Yeah, I like them. Friendly staff, and yeah, they do a good job. Well, good enough for me anyway. I don't need any of this really detailed kind of stuff. I just need, well, not necessarily even need. It's in cases. I just want it to look a little different. Or in some cases a lot different. But yeah, I should have done some videos and showed these off when I got them done, but they look much better then, unfortunately. I didn't do that, and I'm showing them now where they do need backfilling again, but they weren't as bad as the last ones. I'm going a lot heavier up on the hair and the top of the body, even though the face is going to be darker than that. I've gone fairly light with the dry brush at the top. Resin pieces, and as you know with resin, very brittle, and as I said, that's why I've had to re-glue his leg, because it sort of broke off this thing, and I've stuck it to another one not realising, primed it, and then when I've come to paint it I've noticed that it had no foot. So I had to go looking for this particular block which has his foot on it in order to paint it properly. So there we are. Right, so that's them done. So we are looking for a dark colour. What's that one? Yes. Oh, that as well. Okay, so we're starting off with dark sky. I'm giving it a good shake, and oops, another one that's all blocked up. See, this is the thing, I've not used these for a long time. I've got out of practice with painting, and I'm just trying to get back there again. And even before this, I've been concentrating more on airbrushing, and unfortunately the airbrushing took me away from these paints, and these paints are the ones that I usually paint with. So yes, one of those things. Dampen the brush, get this on, and this is what we're doing the skin with. Make sure, just have a good look all the way around, see if I've missed anywhere. Doesn't look as though yes I have, just as I was about to say, it doesn't look as though I've missed anywhere. I have, and that's not covered terribly well. Oh yeah, that's that. These chaps I'm going to keep as is. I don't want to do much with them. But bear with me, because I'm going to just check with Ellie what colour she wants these. Won't be a moment. But she's gone for green for the clothing. So let's start off with a dark green first of all. And give it a good shake. And we have angel green, and pop some just going around the interior of the nozzle with the pin to try and get any loose bits off. And then give it a wipe over and see if this helps. Yes. Okay, so we're not looking at any great amount of clothing here. We're just looking at the let's say it's the leotard type swimsuity kind of thing here. With that, there we are. And now the other fella, we need to make sure he's done as well, and we'll just have him like this. He doesn't seem to have a tail like his mate. I don't know whether it's twanged off somewhere or not, but we'll just say he's not got a tail. I suppose I could always make a thin tail from green stuff or some such, but I really can't be bothered with that. There we are. That will do. Quite happy with that. Okay. It's a very simple one. And next we will go into the main body for the snake part, or the main, or the underside of the snake. And for that we're going to use a slightly different colour. I'll use this one, which is Troll Claws. I'll use this, we'll pop a bit down here. But first off, we'll stick a pin in it, that we get this. Oop. So some of the gunk has come out of it, which is nice, which is what we want. And we'll just take some of this over here and some of the green and mix it in. So it's a paler green. We don't want it too green though. That will do nicely. And we'll start by just sweeping up with this. Now we don't want it on the underneath of this mini, because that is where that's where it's going to get glued to the base when we get round to that. So we don't want anything on the underside of it, because it needs gluing down. And that looks okay. There is a another bit on here that I haven't noticed. That doesn't need to be there, or I don't want that there at all. There we go, because this is like a rattlesnake tail, and we will do that completely with this colour. And we need to cover all the underside of the snake with this. And I've caught her hand. Doesn't matter, as I say, doesn't matter at all if you catch anywhere, or if you don't quite cover every little thing. It's not an issue. I've gone into a few of these cracks, so let's just basically cover everywhere. Make sure it's entirely covered in this colour, and then we can come back later on with a wash and make it look the way we want it. And there we are. That will be fine and dandy. What I want to do is just get a little bit of this blue. Not all that much. Don't want a lot of it. Wipe some of this yellow off, or this creamy colour off. Get some of the blue and work it down into the orange, or cream colour, and then pull the cream colour back up, and then we can go into it again. And there we are. One thing I've not done yet is her upper decker flopper stopper. The double barrel catapult. Go. I'm making sure this is all covered. And then what we can do, get some of the green, get some of this orange, or pale orange cream colour, some of that, a little bit of the grey there. And we can colour the snake hers. And that gives it just that little bit of an interesting difference between the dark elves and this character. I'm going to do a blindfold separate colour. Anything else I can do here? No, I'm not going to do them. I'm not going to touch them with this. So what we'll do next, just to make sure that we have, not to make sure, but just to tie in with previous in fact, no, let's not do that. Let's do something else instead. Because I need to watch for this, because it's what do you call it? The battery in the camera is going because I can't find a plug to plug it in. Magnolia Brown. This is one of the airbrush paints. This is one of the ones that the Army Painter sent me free of charge to try. We're going to use this. And this is going to be boots. Any leather areas, we'll use this on. Just as a base coat, it's not going to be the final colour. I just want to emphasise that. I'm not looking at doing everything in sort of like a single pass. We have highlighting to do and shading to do and this, that and the other. Anything around here that I wanted to do? Yes, there was these little things around the snake. It's where the different sections were glued together. There's a bit of a rim, so I'm just having it as though it's like a strap or something that is around it. I don't know why there would be, but you never know. But that's how I'm running it. I've got my own little stories made up for what's going on, and it helps sometimes when you can tell yourself these stories of what's happening, and that goes with when you're painting pictures as well. You can actually tell yourself a story of what was the, if you're doing landscapes, you can make up a little story about being there and looking around. Even if you've made it up like I do, I don't look at anywhere. Don't look at any photographs or anything when I'm doing landscapes. I just make it up out of my imagination, and I tell myself little stories of what the place is like, and imagine I've visited it and this, that and the other. It's nice when you do things like that. It adds a little more interest to paintings, it has a little more interest to models if you can imagine yourself there. Okay, so that's that for these. Now, these are now nice and dry. That's all that I need. So we're going to start off with dark skin wash, and we're going over the skin with this, surprisingly enough. Let's not use that one because there's still a little bit of paint build up on there. Let's get a fresh palette. Get in there, and then we'll take this colour and we'll go over the skin areas. Now, again, we don't want this to pool too much over the blue areas. We just want to dark it down quite a lot. Keep an eye on these as they're drying so that I know that it's not pooling. And now I'm going to do all of these two little creatures. And once I've given highlights on the clothing, I think I may leave it at that because these look okay as is. There are a few wraps and things on arms that need to be done, but as I said, I'm not going to do anything more with the skin, I don't think. These are quite interesting little characters, so that's as far as it's going to be. But this guy has some little protection, like wrist pauldrons or whatever you want to call them. Not pauldrons, I don't know, I can't remember what they, wrist guards, I don't know what they're called, but he's got something there to protect his wrist from damage. And that is that. So